Hello, my name is Paul Lillrank. I'm Professor of Quality and Service Management at Aalto University, Finland. I will briefly explain the scientific background of the Managed Outcomes project. This project was based on three key concepts. These are outcomes, regional health service systems, and segmentation based on management logic. Based on this assumption, we constructed this research effort. Let me explain these concepts briefly. Outcome means what happens to a patient's medical condition. Outcomes are caused by first outputs. And an output is what is done to a patient. That means outputs are clinical interventions, medications, operations, advice, or things like that. Outputs can be counted. Outputs can be assigned quality criteria, and they can be evaluated. So output is the actual product of a health service system. Now, the purpose of health services is not to maximize the production of output. All outputs are not necessarily beneficial to the patient. Some outputs can even do harm. The purpose of a health service system is outcomes, that something positive happens to a patient's medical condition. Outputs, the procedures, obviously contribute to the outcomes, but there is a more or less unknown number of other things that play a role in the outcomes. Those are like health behavior, placebo or random things, and then also access. And it's exactly this question of a patient's access to a health service system that we want to investigate in the Managing Outcomes project. So what is the relationship between resources and outcomes in terms of how regional service systems configure the ways that services are made available to citizens? The way services are made available to citizens is called distribution systems. Distribution systems in healthcare are made out of service provision points, or SPPs, which means they could be hospitals, clinics, doctors' offices, or whatever locations where a patient can go in order to receive care. Every service provision point has three fundamental attributes. There's the question of access, or time location access, meaning how long it will take for a patient to get there, when are they open and accessible. Then there's the question of what is the variety of services that you can get in one service provision points. And then the third is what is the level of specialization of the services that you get in a particular service provision point. So the assumption is that the way these service provision points are configured in a region, sort of natural economic healthcare region, that has an impact on the outcomes, what happens to patients. The important thing here is care pathways or patient journeys. And patient journeys can be modeled as visits or encounters at certain service provision points. Then the third basic assumption of this project is the insight that health services need to be segmented by the operating logic. Health services are typically segmented by the body system that is affected by a disease or wound, or the clinical specialty that is treating that particular disease or wound. From a management point of view, however, the segmentation needs to be done based on different criteria, primarily things that relate to how assets or resources are configured and mobilized. So from a management point of view, the important things are urgency. So how quickly do we need to serve a patient? Severity, so how serious is the situation? Precision of the diagnosis, how well is it known what is the problem? And from that follows then that how well can it be known what needs to be done? Then there are issues like is the medical problem something that we can expect to end at some point, or is it a matter of continuous care through the lifetime of the patient? These are sort of different things. Then another further issue is the question of whether a process can be planned and scheduled from the start, or whether it's emergent in the sense that you can plan only a few steps at a time and then you keep planning as you go. Now, the cases that have been studied in this research are selected because they are different in their operating logic. The hip osteoarthritis is a typical elective surgery where demand can be selected and sorted by general practitioners and through referral systems. So the service provider meets pre-selected demand. The diagnosis is reasonably precise, and the procedures are routine and schedulable. Dementia is a chronic condition that affects many functionalities, from which follows that there are several stakeholders who need to be integrated and coordinated to provide the care. Diabetes is a disease with a slow gestation. It can be prevented. Its health behaviors is very central. There are a lot of motivational issues and at the same time complications may be severe that require continuous monitoring. And stroke, finally, is urgent as its onset. It's time critical in the beginning, but it's followed by long rehabilitation and several service providers whose activities need to be coordinated. So these are the basic assumptions of the managed outcome process. We want to here to study the regional cases using rich case data, and then contrast that to quantitative data about outcome measures.